How many of you have already used ChatGPT or are familiar with using ChatGPT?
I'm not good at prompts too. I'll try to.
I also don't use prompts in the style of proper prompt engineering.
तो चैट जीपीटी पे प्रॉम्प्ट डाल के ना मैं वो सारी डिटेल एक बार में निकाल लेता हूँ। तो चैट जीपीटी क्या उन सबका डेटा एक ही बार मर्ज करके एक बार में आपको सबमिट कर देता है।
First of all, how many of you have already used ChatGPT or are familiar with using ChatGPT? In any way, if you have used it.
Most of my course has been done with the help of this thing. I'm not good at content thing, and when I started digital marketing, this was the new thing everyone were talking about.
Yes.
So I'm not good at prompts too. I'll try to input myself, understanding as possible. So
That's
mine
the
was
best.
not a good thing, but I try to get, gather whatever content which I require from me.
Yes.
I'll tailor it myself.
So before even starting, same thing I am going to teach. I also don't use prompts in the style of proper prompt engineering. It's just that you get from ChatGPT whatever you need. And what has been your experience with ChatGPT, Ashwini, till now?
It's really amazing. I mean, even I need to learn more about how to use prompts and all. But I have used in my ad script in my previous business, that is Japanese easily. I have done the advertised script from ChatGPT itself. So overall, it's really amazing.
Okay. And Rahul, आपने अभी तक ChatGPT किस वे में यूज किया है?
सर मैंने ना मेरे पास जो वेबसाइट है ना तो उसमें मैंने एसईओ करने के लिए ढूंढा है। जैसे कि क्या करता हूँ ना मैं न्यूज आर्टिकल डालता हूँ, तो जैसे कि ट्रेंड न्यूज हो गया और उसमें ना कुछ फैक्ट्स भी डालता हूँ मैं, जैसे कि कुछ हिस्ट्रिकल फैक्ट होते हैं या साइंस से रिलेटेड फैक्ट होते हैं ना, तो वो कभी कभार क्या है पूरे तरीके से मिल नहीं पाते हैं। हर वेबसाइट अलग अलग तरीके से डालती है जो ये न्यूज कैटेगरी में होता है ना, जैसे कि हमें ना कंटेंट इकट्ठे करने पड़ते हैं। तो चैट जीपीटी पे प्रॉम्प्ट डाल के ना मैं वो सारी डिटेल एक बार में निकाल लेता हूँ। तो चैट जीपीटी क्या उन सबका डेटा एक ही बार मर्ज करके एक बार में आपको सबमिट कर देता है। तो उसको फिर वो क्या फुल एसईओ भी कर देता है, तो जिससे वेबसाइट में डालने पे इजी रहता है और सर्च जल्दी पकड़ लेता है एसईओ के रिगार्डिंग।
So most of us till now have used ChatGPT to just get information about a particular topic. We can say we are using it as a replacement of Google. Now just we'll start that. I have prepared in sequence everything for today. So the number one thing in this document, the most things that you will learn are from my personal experience, and those are very basic approaches that anyone can start following as a beginner. To be proficient on using AI, it's not necessary that you are expert in prompt engineering. Like just Mahalakshmi said that she can get anything out of ChatGPT without using the exact prompts. And one thing, you have to remain consistent and you will master it with time, and you will also notice some patterns that ChatGPT follows when we give it some inputs. So before getting into ChatGPT, what is AI? As the name suggests, it is artificial intelligence, and it can never compete with our human intelligence and our brain. It will only give us what we ask it for. So we are responsible for the outputs that we are getting from ChatGPT. And also many people are on internet, they have hyped prompt engineering so much. बहुत लोगों ने prompt engineering को बहुत hype कर दिया है, and the reason for that is just that they want to sell their courses about prompt engineering. Prompt engineering is nothing. It is basically asking questions that you have in your mind. Prompt engineering can help us, but it is not necessary if our goal is to leverage AI for our daily tasks. Just for an example, Mahalakshmi would like to leverage AI for the website work. Rahul would want to use it as an editor for editing the videos better. How can he do that? He can also brainstorm with ChatGPT for animation ideas, duration of the video, because ChatGPT is not a human, it gives us unbiased ideas. Ashwini would want to use it as a digital marketer and a copywriter. Sudarshan, as an ads executive, he could use it for generating ideas for targeting, which audience should he target, what kind of ad copies he can use. So none of us want to be prompt engineers. So we can start with very basic approaches. Some of the myths that are related to ChatGPT, it will only help us write. As I just said, it is not that you can only write with it, you can also brainstorm with it. Suppose I am running an ad, I know each and every detail about the client. The client is a travel agency. She specializes in organizing women trips. Her target audience is 30 to 40 years age of women. So I can enter all these details in ChatGPT and can ask ChatGPT that what should be my number of campaigns, what should be the number of ads, what kind of ad copies can I use. So I can do brainstorming with it also. This is a myth that it will only help us write code. And one thing, especially for Ashwini or anyone who also wants to learn copywriting, this is also a myth that you can become a copywriter just by using ChatGPT. No, you can't. You have to use your creative skills, and then by using ChatGPT, you can become a good copywriter. And let us see some examples. So for Mahalakshmi, we will start with, let's take an example that you have to develop a website for a health niche. This will do a very basic one, assuming that none of us have used ChatGPT till now. Later, we'll get into some detailed ones. So if we don't have the paid version, we have to use the free one. So for the demonstration purpose also, I'll use the free one. So very basic prompts that we use.
I mean, eye-catchy kind of designs. Most of the websites, everyone, when they enter the page, they look for the colors and designs. So the popular kind of color palettes or kind of catchy phrase, I just want to input it.
Okay. I am a website developer and I have to make a website for health niche. My target audience is women. Please suggest a step-by-step template for my website and also give me color combinations that I can use. And this one line can make a lot of difference. Whenever you are starting out with creating something through ChatGPT, you can give a simple prompt. Is this information enough? If not, ask as many questions as you want. So here we have done no kind of prompt engineering. हमने बस क्या किया, जो हमारे ब्रेन में था, whatever Mahalakshmi suggested, we combined it and just gave a kind of paragraph, if we don't call it as a prompt. One different thing that we did from others, is this information enough? If not, ask as many questions as you want. See, so ChatGPT assumes that this information is enough. If it would have thought that it need more inputs, it would have given us a list of questions that we could have answered. So here are some kind of color options that it has given us. Lavender, light blue, mint green, logo and branding. To take it further, if we want to go in detail for this particular one, we can give prompts like, I have finalized my logo and everything else. Just give me a template for my website, what all sections and things should it have. So it has given us a kind of a brief that what all sections should our website have. So Mahalakshmi, particularly this will be for you. Would it help you as a website developer to use these insights from ChatGPT?
Given an outline to how to form a website.
Yes.
And with this, I can try to set up the rows and columns. And I also input my personal ideas. It will be helpful. I mean, 50% of work has been done here.
Yes, and some small things that we can follow, like it has given headline, a compelling headline that communicates your website's value and engage visitors. So what we can do, copy this and tell ChatGPT, give me a headline and also mention our own idea. While mentioning our own idea, we'll use a word. Give me a headline. Say something like, do you want to lose weight or just... So we just gave a random example. Now what we can do further, give me... This is one thing that I always do when I am not satisfied with the results. Give me 10 similar headlines. So it will just give me 10 and I can select from them. So I had an example for Sudarshan as well, but he's not here, so we'll try to cover this one in the next one so that call doesn't go long. For Rahul, we can also take animation ideas. Let's assume that he has to work for a real estate one. So Rahul, आप इसको कैसे यूज कर सकते हो? Suppose आपको डेनिलिया का रियल एस्टेट का कुछ बनाना है और आपको आइडिया नहीं समझ आ रहा कि मैं उसमें क्या लाइन डालूं, स्टॉक वीडियो में या फोटो में क्या डालूं, उसमें आपको वो आइडिया नहीं समझ आ रहा कैसा कुछ यूज कर सकता हूं, तो हम उसमें क्या कर सकते हैं? सपोज करो कि डेनिलिया वीडियो में ये लाइन बोल रही है, रियल estate and rates will be double next year, so buy this year only. क्लाइंट की स्क्रिप्ट में से उनके आप लाइन कॉपी पेस्ट कर सकते हो और फिर आप यहाँ पे क्या प्रॉम्प्ट दे सकते हो? यहाँ पे आप लिख सकते हो I have to create a video and in the video my client is saying this line and video is about selling home in Illinois. Can you give me ideas for using stock videos and images in the video? Also give any other ideas that can make the video better. So देखो यहाँ पे इसने आपको आइडियाज दे दिए कि वहां पे आप लोकल लैंडमार्क दिखाओ, प्रॉपर्टी के आसपास के प्रॉपर्टी में क्या क्या हाईलाइट है वो दिखा सकते हो आप, लाइफस्टाइल शॉट दिखाओ, टाइम लैप्स वीडियो बन सकती हैं। और अब हम इसमें एक वो और देते हैं, आई जस्ट वांट एनिमेटेड आइडियाज, क्योंकि इसने अभी हमें कुछ आइडियाज क्या दे दिए जो कि हम रियल प्रॉपर्टी पे हो तो ही हम उसको इम्प्लीमेंट कर सकते हैं। तो देखो हर बार जरूरी नहीं है कि हमारे पहले प्रॉम्प्ट में हमें सफिशिएंट मिल जाएगा व्हाट वी नीड, सो इन दैट केस वी हैव टू जस्ट गिव सम वन लाइनर्स टू स्पेसिफाई आवर रिजल्ट्स। सो अगर अब आप देखोगे राहुल, इसमें रियल एस्टेट इन्फोग्राफिक आ गया कि जो भी, जैसे आपने कहीं वीडियोस में चार्ट्स वगैरह ऑलरेडी ऐड करे भी हुए हैं, मैप एनिमेशन आ गई कि एरिया का मैप लगा दो इलिनॉइस का, एनिमेटेड टेक्स्ट लगा दो, कैरेक्टर एनिमेशन, तो वो थोड़े बेटर आइडियाज मिल गए आपको वीडियो के।
Lakshdeep, I have 2 questions here.
यस,
एक क्वेश्चन ये कि जैसे वन ऑफ योर वीडियो हैड शोन कि आप इंग्लिश में भी लिख सकते हो, तो राहुल
Yes.
कैन यूज इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज आल्सो रादर देन एकदम पूरा डिटेल इंग्लिश लिखने के लिए, राइट?
yes, for inputs I am not sure for English, I'll just check. So by English here we mean that we'll mix up English and Hindi and give a prompt in that way. So I have just written कि आप मुझे कुछ आइडियाज दे सकते हो रियल एस्टेट वीडियोस की। So let's see what ChatGPT gives out. So this one thing Hardeep ma'am highlighted, and after that you all can see, you can even ask ChatGPT in English or Hindi as well. And if you
And
will read this properly, here ChatGPT is also giving answers in English, जिसमें आप घर या अपार्टमेंट का हर कोना दिखा सकते हैं, ड्रोन के आसपास के व्यू दिखाएं। So anyone, if you have such questions, you can ask in between and we'll get some new ways, new things also that are not planned for this session.
And one thing, when I was preparing some presentation, you suggested me कि you can ask for links, you remember? तो क्या यहाँ
Yes.
पे राहुल उनकी लिंक्स भी मांग सकता है कि कोई
हाँ.
पिक्चर्स या मैप का लिंक?
That thing I have not covered right now because most of them will be using the free version.
Okay.
And that features are only available in the paid version that I have kept for the next session. So first thing, that how can you give instructions to ChatGPT? ChatGPT is just a kid who is 3 years old, and it is important to give it every detail so that it can help you. And when you are stuck, especially while writing something, what I just told previously also, You can give a prompt, give 10 versions of it, give 10 ideas of it. Ashwini, I'll also share the link of this document, but this thing will help you in future a lot. These two things will keep in mind whenever you are stuck and you are thinking that बहुत सारे इनपुट्स दे दिए बट कोई भी अच्छा हेडलाइन नहीं मिल रहा, कोई भी अच्छा हुक लाइन नहीं मिल रहा एक पोस्ट का, तो अपना आइडिया लिखो और बोल दो मुझे 10 सैंपल्स दो, 10 वर्जन्स दो.
Okay, yes, got it.
Yes, and बहुत बार ऐसा भी होगा, we have taken 10 versions, but उन 10 में से भी हमें कोई पसंद नहीं आया, but just for an example, फर्स्ट वर्जन में से हमें एक लाइन पसंद आ गई, सिक्स्थ वर्जन में से हमें एक लाइन पसंद आ गई, तो हम दोनों वर्जन्स की एक एक लाइन उठा के एक अपना वर्जन बना दें.
Okay, all right.
Yes,
Yes.
and this is for everyone. The third thing, whenever you are doing something with ChatGPT, try to give each and every possible detail that you have about that thing or that client. Your half job will be done there only if you have given all the details to it. So the most basic thing while giving a prompt that we have to follow is, let's take an example of content creation. Write a post about, here you have to mention a clear instruction about the topic. This post is for my, also mention the platform here. Don't. This is very important. Mention don't. What kind of don'ts you can mention? Suppose you can say, don't write more than 20 words. Don't write a long paragraph. Don't write in one-liners. So anything that you don't want in your post, you can write it. You can probably say, don't write in a friendly tone. Keep the style of tone. By style of tone, what do we mean here? Keep it more, depending upon the topic, keep the style of tone motivating, engaging, authoritative, informal, formal. That kind of inputs we can enter here. And then mostly while writing, the first line makes the most difference. So if you will go with a generalized one, ChatGPT का anyone can easily figure out कि ये first line ChatGPT से लिखा हुआ है. So instead what you can do, in all your prompts you can add this line, start with something like, and then give an example of your thought like we just did in starting of this call while showing the previous example. And then you can add a line, add a CTA you want. By CTA I mean call to action. So here we could mention, add a CTA, follow our page, download our free resource. So any doubts in this one, that the way that is most basic to give a prompt?
So that day I have shared you one post regarding about why I did switch my career. So
Yes.
that also I used with ChatGPT. I just randomly write my whole story, and
Okay.
that entire ChatGPT created. But when you reshared me with the corrected version, and I really like that version. So how you applied these? I mean, how you again copy pasted that into ChatGPT and given this type of prompts?
Okay, so
Clear
you mean that
instruction
if
about that.
someone has given you some suggestions, how you can change those
Mhm.
specific things?
Correct.
So can you just share your post on the chat here if you have it available on your WhatsApp chat or somewhere? Until the time Ashwini is sharing the post, there is one point that you have to keep in mind while using such basic prompts. If the topic is not generalized, so the approach that we will follow is very different, because we need to give information to ChatGPT. Suppose we have to write about WebEasy. So how would ChatGPT know that what is WebEasy and how does the WebEasy work and what all services do WebEasy offer? So this thing will cover that how to give information, but here it is important to understand that if the topic is not generalized, we have to give it a lot of information.
It's asking me that your message is too long. Please try sending multiple shorter message. Okay, then I will divide.
Okay, or you can just share it or with me on WhatsApp. I'll just copy from there.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
I'll
sure.
just stop sharing my screen for a minute and copy that.
Yes.
So now what we'll do, I've just copied Ashwini's post and I'll try if I can send it on the chat. Okay, the message is long, that's why I can't send it there. So let's do this I'll just copy it here. And now, Ashwini, your question was, if I understand it right, like I have given you this feedback that don't use Japanese 2 times here. So you wanted to ask
Correct.
that now how can you improve this post?
Yes, yes.
So now what we'll do
The way
here
you
is
did.
we'll do some manual things, ask to do it everything at once. Just before starting with it, I would like to ask Rahul, Ashwini, dono se question, and if Mahalakshmi is there, it is for you as well. That do you think whatever I have told till here, by doing this, ChatGPT will give you everything that is personalized and can be used as it is in your post, videos, website, for any purpose if you are using it?
No, it's good that if we add personalize and customize things.
My opinion will be whatever the ChatGPT presenting you with the content, we should tailor it to our requirement. If client is expressing, we will be interacting with the client, so we will get to know what will be the thing going on their mind. Okay, we
Yes.
can grasp the thing they are expecting to deliver. So
Yes.
we can tailor the things which we are getting from ChatGPT. The ChatGPT will give a vast number of contents to us. We should tailor it to our requirement, and we can present it to the client.
Yes, that's absolutely correct. One thing we learn here is that how can we improvise the content even better. And Rahul, आपको क्या लगता है जितना हमने अभी तक यहाँ तक किया, सिर्फ इतना करके चैट जीपीटी से हमें ऐसा रिजल्ट मिल जाएगा जो हम एज इट इज यूज कर सकते हैं, या हमें उसमें और काम करना पड़ेगा?
एडिटिंग के लेवल में थोड़ा सा और काम करना पड़ेगा, जैसे कि इसमें तो कुछ टिप्स दिए गए हैं, बट कुछ चीजें ना जैसे कि इफेक्ट पे भी इस्तेमाल करते हैं और भी काफी चीजें, जैसे कि हम सिर्फ वीडियो या टेम्पलेट लेकर के ही या फिर टेक्स्ट लेकर के एडिटिंग नहीं कर सकते, थोड़ा सा और काम करना पड़ेगा।
प्रैक्टिकल वे से तो करना पड़ेगा राहुल। मेरा कहने का मतलब ये था कि आपको चैट जीपीटी से और क्वेश्चन पूछ के और आइडिया लेने पड़ेंगे, या जितना हमने यहाँ तक करा इससे हमें हमारे सारे आइडिया मिल गए?
नहीं, पर्टिकुलरली तो क्लियर है ये चीज, तो
ठीक है।
जो भी चीजें इन्होंने बताई है वो नॉर्मल ठीक है थी बिल्कुल, ये चीजें हैं।
So, हाँ, एडिटिंग के केस में वी कैन एक्सेप्ट दैट टिल हियर the job could be done, but for writing for website templates, one line I mentioned here, that's why I was asking this question. Once you have done the above steps, and if you feel that you are satisfied with the first output that ChatGPT gives you, you are being lazy. So that's why it was a question for all, and congrats that you all answered that. We'll ask more questions and improvise more. So once you have the first prompt from the first output from ChatGPT, read it properly, whether it's a post, it's a template, it's an idea, anything. And now what you can do is just what we'll do with the Ashwini's post now. Pick up the things that you don't like and give instructions plus ideas to change. And do this till the time till you get a perfect output. And I'll show you practically with Ashwini's post. So what we have done is here, instead of giving all of the suggestions that we don't like, just to show you, here in the brackets, we have some feedbacks that we want to change in this post. So now what we'll do is, instead of giving to change it all at once, we'll go step by step. Like here, Japanese word is used 2 times. So we'll give a single liner prompt. Don't use Japanese 2 times here. Instead, use a different word, idea, say something like I was mastering. And just to show you how do I do it while writing content, I will paste Ashwini's post here. So see, it has changed. Like a few years ago, I embarked on a journey to master both the Japanese language and its culture. So Ashwini, here you can see how did it make a difference?
Yes.
And now what we can do, simply pop. That's why I told that if we are thinking that we'll get everything in one prompt and we'll use it as it is, we are being lazy. We'll now go line by line. So now we'll copy the next part that we want to change. here what was the feedback for her was that she mentioned about that her students, Ashwini taught Japanese to students, and most of her students were learning to watch anime, not rather to master or get some job. I gave a feedback that here we can add some emotional touch. So now what we can tell ChatGPT, I'll just reread my feedback and to do with something emotional or learning, like my students and goals didn't align and I wanted to do something that is beneficial for me and deliver value to people as well. So this will give exactly to ChatGPT for this paragraph. See, so it has given this in this way. As time passed, it became evident that our goals weren't entirely aligned. I yearned to make a difference that was both personally fulfilling and valuable to others. So let's assume that personally we don't like the word yield. So we can simply write replace this word with a simple word. So if you will follow these things of small inputs, then no one while reading your content can figure out that it is written from ChatGPT or any task that you have done. People cannot figure out that this is done from AI because you have given your time and effort for each and every line. You have applied your creative mind to give a kind of a story touch, emotional touch to each and every line of the content. So see, here now it has removed that particular word. So similarly, what we can do, we can just copy it and start pasting in our main content piece. So similarly, you can reread your post 3 to 4 times and keep on adding, keep on changing things in your post. So is it clear to everyone till here?
Yes, yes.
So now let's follow that what should be our approach by using ChatGPT. The main thing that I am emphasizing on from the starting is that fill it with information. You can think of ChatGPT as a bodybuilder who is always hungry, and the more healthy food, by healthy food here I am referencing to relevant data, you will feed more muscles it will gain. So how to do it? How can you fill information in ChatGPT? You cannot keep typing all day. So now there are two steps that you can use. One is manually by copy pasting data, and another is by using some plugins. Plugins I'll cover in the upcoming weeks because I want that plugins would make the job more easier, but I want that you should experiment it manually first, then go for using plugins. So today we'll talk about manually copy pasting data only. Then simple, after information you have to give prompts, read the output again, filter it, change particular things and get the final out. So here I have created a step-by-step process that we can use while we start working on a client or a project. Hey, I am working for ABC. ABC here is referred to some imaginary client, which is a fitness brand for women. Their goal is to target 40 to 50 years of age women. I would need your help to write content for their website, social media and dash. By dash here we mean anything we could add that we need. I will give you some, this line is most important here. I will give you some information about them, then start writing. Now after writing this prompt, what you have to do is, next line, next prompt you have to write, here's all information from the website. If the client is already having a website, just go to their website, copy each and everything from their website, paste it in your chat and give this prompt. Here's all the information from their website. In case if the client does not have a website, everything that you know about the client, you have got it from us about the client, or you can come up with questions to us for the client. You can just paste everything there and tell these are all the details about the client. And when you are doing this, you might notice that the system begins generating responses after your initial prompt only. By that, what do I mean? You have just written this, you have not even given the information, and ChatGPT starts writing the content. In that case, what we have to do is, you have to use a prompt like this. Please wait, let me provide all the necessary information to ensure clearer and more accurate communication. Till the time you have given all the relevant information. After that, you have to give a prompt. Once you have given all the information, is this information enough to write the content for the website or you need more information? Then the prompt for If ChatGPT asks you some questions, you have to answer each and every question that ChatGPT has asked. After that, you can give a prompt, write content for about section of the website, give me a template for their website. In case ChatGPT starts to write everything about the website at once, you can give a prompt, don't write all. We will write section wise, write for homepage first. And then once you have checked it, refined it in the way as we did for Ashwini's post, then give a prompt that write for about section now, write for testimonial section. So now let's do the same process, practically all the prompts that I have told. So anyone who knows some fitness brand here whom they would want to test it here, copy some random one. Let's go for Muscle Blaze. I'm working for a brand, Muscle Blaze. Then we'll remove this woman thing because Muscle Blaze does not work for only women. And we'll just modify it according to Muscle Blaze because it is a supplement brand. And for now, we'll just write website or the call will go too long. So our step one is done. In the meantime, we'll open Muscle Blaze website. So see, it has given just a general response that give me all information that you have. And now let me show you a small hack, the plugin thing that I was talking about. If you are using a paid version of ChatGPT, so you can use this plugin Web Pilot and your job is a lot easier. The plugin is installed here, Web Pilot, and in this case you don't have to copy anything manually. You just have to copy the link of the website. Paste it on your chat and give a prompt, get each and every detail of this website, and all your copy pasting thing is done automatically. This thing we'll cover in our next call in detail. Right now we'll assume that all of us are using the free version and we have to do it manually. So now what we'll do, one by one we'll copy the sections. First thing that the GPT would need is from our story. So now what you can do is one by one go to each page, copy the information about them, paste it on your chat. You cannot give all information in one message or it will show you that your prompt is too long and you cannot use this. So you can even go into each and every question FAQs that they have here. So from here we can just pick up some of their paid products, paste it into ChatGPT here. I think for fitness supplement brand we are not getting the best things that we can copy because most of the pricing things we are getting. So we'll just search for some fitness coach. So you can copy all these details here. And the thing I was saying that sometimes ChatGPT starts writing on its own. Once you have pasted it, so see, it has already started writing. So in this case, we'll give a prompt. Don't write anything. Let me give you all the information. About section, you can also copy their services. So this is a manual process that you have to follow step by step depending upon what all information is available on website. I think it is clear, or that you want that I should copy from each section and paste it here. See, it has again started writing. We'll give a prompt. Don't write anything. We will write section wise. So is the filling information thing clear, that how to copy paste and do it manually, or should I do more? Hello, am I audible?
It's clear. Actually.
So once we have copied and pasted all the information, now we will go to our next prompt. This we have already covered the second one. So now third one we'll ask is the information enough to write the content for website, social media that we can modify as per our need, or you need more information? If needed, ask as many questions as you want. See, it has asked us some questions. Are there specific sections or topics you would like to focus on? If you have any additional information or preferences you would like to inside the content, please let me know and I'll do my best to assist you further. So here we can add some things like talk about pain points, suggest me what should be testimonial section, rest all we will cover, we will write. So see, it has given us some pain points and some generalized things that we won't use it like this only. these are some things that we can use above our testimony section as it is. So this we have also done. We have answered all the questions that ChatGPT asked us. Now we'll give a prompt, write content for about section of the website. Write content for about section of website. Try to focus on flexible dieting. This is something when you will research about the niche, you will automatically get some ideas. In fitness, flexible dieting is something that it is not necessary that you have to eat boiled food, then only you can lose weight. It has written everything, our offerings and everything in the about section itself only. So then you can give again a prompt, don't talk about offers in the about section. We'll have a different section for this on our website. And then the same process that we followed to refine the content. So this thing I have already mentioned, that in case if I had written everything, give again a prompt, don't write everything at once, go section wise. Adding in the about section, just talk about my story. By my story, why am I writing here my story and not all the details? Because we have already copy pasted content from a website about my story and flexible diet. So maybe this doesn't make sense that a website that already has a content, we are writing again for it. But the same procedure we can use for writing social media content. The basic thing to give each and every detail to ChatGPT, rather by all the insights that we have about the project or by copy pasting it from the client's website, is that this we do to make sure that ChatGPT has all the information about the client. And also you can scold ChatGPT sometimes. I give it prompts to it sometimes like, are you mad? Why are you writing?
I think Lakshmi, ChatGPT is more like you talking to yourself, writing things, and it gives you answers.
Yes. Now see, earlier it mentioned our offerings, meet divine force, everything. When I have changed the prompt, it has only given this. And you can also change things like, I say in terms of we. So now it will write in terms of we, not in terms of I. That I did this, I did that. They will write as a company that we did this, we did that. See, everywhere I is changed with we. Our journey, we are. So these are very small things that you can follow to have concise content. So any doubts still here to anyone?
No doubts from my end. It's perfectly fine.
कोई डाउट नहीं है, क्लियर है सर.
Yes.
I think Lakshmi, it was pretty much in detail.
Some 2 to 3 things that I would like to discuss before summing this up. Number 1, I would call it a secret. If you don't have information about the client project, you can't feed information from the competitors. So you will not get enough data from ChatGPT that you need. So one secret that you can use, even if you don't have the data about your client, copy the content from their competitors. Let's take an example. Suppose you have to work for Nike. Rahul has to create videos for Nike. Nike is a shoe brand, every one of us know. Ashwini has to write content for Nike. Mahalakshmi has to develop a website for Nike. But Nike has given us no inputs. We have no website for Nike. So what we can probably do, we can go to Adidas, we can go to Puma's website and get insights from there. And in our prompts, we'll mention that here's all the information from the competitors. Based on this is my future plan from my company. Give me details. So that in that way, we can then manipulate if we don't have direct information. And also this one thing that I am doing for last 6 to 7 months, and it helps a lot. Always use the same chat for a particular purpose. If you will see my screen, here's a name Shangri-La. I always use this particular chat whenever I have to write, brainstorm or do anything related to Shangri-La. I use this chat. So in that way, every day I am feeding new data into ChatGPT for a particular client. For Manning, we have a different chat. For Civilra, this is one of our clients, we have a different chat. So whenever you are working for a particular client, use one single chat and keep on feeding it with data. Rereading content is very important. In a same content piece, you would find many areas where you would like to change the tone as well. Maybe if you are writing a social media post or a about section of a website, in the third or fourth line you would be telling your achievement or the client's achievement. So there you can use a prompt for that one line only, that write this line in a happy tone. And maybe at other point you are telling some sad story of your life, of client's life, that something bad happened in his life. So there you have to mention that, write it in an emotional tone or a sad tone. So how can we do this? By manually reading each and everything and applying our brains. There is no shortcut to doing this. And if we will do this, then only we'll get precise and personalized content from ChatGPT.
Lakship,
Yes.
I suggest कि जो आपने pointers लिखे हैं ना, you can put it on the group so that they can pick it from there.
I'll share the
Once the
document
session
link
is
with
over.
everyone so that they
Okay,
can go through
okay.
it again.
Great.
Sir,
great.
sorry to interrupt. My request will be, please share this document with everyone so that we can. I mean, if I'm not a very good, memory about it. So if I
Yes,
got
yes.
stuck somewhere, I can just revisit it and I can improve myself with
Sure.
this. So kindly please share.
Yes, we'll share this document link and the video link as well of the session on the team group.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, and for one thing more, you can prepare some questions or maybe some problems that you face while doing it. You can take some screenshots and save it with you that we can discuss in the next. And for the upcoming weeks, there are some topics that we'll be covering step by step every week. So this was all for today. I would love to know everyone's feedback, that do you think these sessions will be helpful or we should do this every week, or how should we approach it?
No doubt, it's perfectly. I mean, it's really amazing. I know a lot of things for the first time, and I think my copywriting skill would be it will be better by applying all these prompts.
We'll make
Yes,
sure that
thank
we
you so
do it
much.
next week as well. Anything, Hardeep ma'am, that you would like to add?
No, I think for a team to grow together, such learning sessions should always be there and a good initiative. If our team is willing to learn, we'll definitely keep coming up with these sessions.
मैम सेशन बहुत अच्छा लगा मुझे। इसमें ये जो इनमें भैया ने कुछ पार्ट बताए थे ना सर ने, वो काफी अच्छे लगे। जैसे कि जो एडिटिंग के रिलेटेड जो कुछ पार्ट होते हैं टेक्स्ट को लेकर के, और जो कुछ चीजें ऐड करनी होती है ना, वहाँ थोड़ी दिक्कत आती थी। तो क्लियर हो गया वो, कि जैसे कि उनके स्क्रिप्ट को उठा करके उनसे कुछ हम हिंट ले सकते हैं कि किस तरह का हम वीडियो में क्या क्या चीजें ऐड कर सकते हैं। तो ये काफी अच्छा लगा।
आगे सीखना चाहोगे ना? और
हाँ मैम, मैं रेडी हूँ मैम।
बिल्कुल। Mahalakshmi, anything you would like to say?
No, ma'am. I'm really happy to know someone is helping us to learn new things and also helping us to develop our skills through through their knowledge. I'm really happy to attending this kind of lecture.
Great. So Lakshdeep, your thought was at par. Thank you so much for your time and taking us through all this.
कि अभी थोड़ा इंस्टाग्राम पे हैशटैग से ज्यादा एक डिफरेंट वे में चीजें चल रही हैं। तो राहुल, बहुत बेसिक सी चीज है उसमें। अब क्या हो रहा है, जैसे इंस्टाग्राम पे आपने एक हमारा यूट्यूब का वीडियो एडिट किया था, याद हो तो, कि हम अपना कंटेंट फीड कैसे सेट कर सकते हैं कि हमें किस टाइप का कंटेंट दिखे। So for everyone else also, if you want, Rahul will share the link on the group of that YouTube video. That is about कि most of us are fed up of watching irrelevant reels all day. So there is an option in Instagram where we can select particular keywords and it will only show us that kind of reels on our feed. So Rahul, उसके लिए मुझे आपको बेसिकली क्या एक्सप्लेन करना था कि जब हम पोस्ट डालते हैं ना, तो अब हम क्या चीज फॉलो करेंगे। मेरी वो स्क्रीन दिख रही है?
हाँ दिख रही है।
हम ऐसे, सपोज हम मार्केटिंग पे डाल रहे हैं तो हम हैशटैग लगा के मार्केटिंग लिखते हैं।
बिल्कुल।
ये सिर्फ फेसबुक, ये सिर्फ इंस्टाग्राम के लिए है। फेसबुक और यूट्यूब शॉर्ट्स पे हमें ये नहीं करना।
ठीक है।
इसकी जगह अब हम क्या करेंगे, एक ये ब्रैकेट वाला साइन बनाएंगे, मार्केटिंग लिखा, कॉमा, स्पेस, नेक्स्ट हमारा सेल्स है, लगा लो अगर हैशटैग सेल्स लिखा, कॉमा, स्पेस, नेक्स्ट है हमारा शॉर्ट्स, कॉमा, स्पेस, जितने भी हैं, जैसे हमने 5 लिख लिए और लास्ट में ब्रैकेट। हैशटैग की जगह इंस्टा पे हम ऐसे डालें।
इसका स्क्रीनशॉट लेता हूँ, इसे याद भी रहेगा।
हाँ,
ओके डन।
This is even I want to take screenshot.
ऑल्सो राहुल एक बार यूट्यूब चैनल पे जाके ये करने का रीजन क्या है, क्योंकि जब लोग अपना सेट करके रख रहे हैं कि उनको कैसा कंटेंट दिखे, तो अगर हम ये चीज अपनी रील्स में पहले ही डालेंगे तो हो सकता है हमें बेटर रिस्पॉन्स मिले।
हाँ, फिर जो लोगों ने शॉर्ट किए होंगे ना फिल्टर्स में, तो हमारी वीडियो
हाँ,
इसके अकॉर्डिंग आएगी।
तो आप एक काम करना, अभी कॉल एंड करके यूट्यूब चैनल पे जाना, वहां से वो वीडियो ढूंढ के इंस्टा वाली जिसमें ये प्रोसेस समझाया था सेट कैसे करते हैं, वो ग्रुप पे भेज दो।
हाँ हम ओके, मैं डालता हूँ इसे।
यस, तो हम में से जो तंग है फालतू की रील्स देख देख के, वो सब वो कीवर्ड्स वाला सिस्टम सेट कर लो अपने अपने इंटरेस्ट के हिसाब से।
ओके, तो जैसे हमें ये कीवर्ड हमारे सिर्फ सर्च बार में ही ऐसे इनपुट देना है ना जो हमें चाहिए?
नहीं, सर्च बार में नहीं देना। राहुल विल शेयर अ लिंक, दैट लिंक इज अबाउट अ वीडियो। यूट्यूब पे मैंने एक वीडियो डाला था एक्सप्लेन करके। We have to go to our settings,
okay.
and in settings there is an option suggested content.
Okay.
वहाँ पे we have to enter these keywords, and once we have entered, Insta will show you around 10-12 reels. If you engage with them, if you watch them till the end, आगे भी आपको वैसे ही same reels दिखते रहेंगे।
ओके ओके, थैंक यू सो मच। एंड आपने वो वीडियो में एक्सप्लेन किया ना सारा प्रोसेस?
हाँ, वो स्टेप बाय स्टेप पूरा एक्सप्लेन किया हुआ है।
बहुत छोटा सा प्रोसेस है,
थैंक यू
बहुत
सो
छोटा
मच।
सा।
हाँ, बहुत इजी
हाँ,
एंड
हाँ।
सिंपल प्रोसेस।
बहुत इजी है वो।
ओके ओके, थैंक यू सो मच।
Okay, bye bye everyone, enjoy your weekend.